Chael, what do you think about this Francis Ngannou situation and what it means for maybe the future of MMA, right? I mean, you have the heavyweight champ of the world current in the UFC, just leave the biggest promotion there is and test free agency. What does that say about the future of MMA and maybe where it's going and what, where do you think Francis lands?
Well, I hope it doesn't speak to the future. It's a terrible example for a leader, for a leader and a champion in the locker room that's supposed to set an example for the rest. I don't like it. But as far as where Francis is going to go, I think that he's a talent, and I think that I think that there would be a door open for him to return right where he left. I'll throw that at you. I don't think it's over. When Jon Jones left the company 3 years ago, he tried to burn it down. He talked about burning a bridge. Jon put C4 all over a bridge, just didn't know how to ignite it. If he knew how to, he would have done it. He would have taken the UFC down if he knew how to. Francis didn't do that. He was a real gentleman. He never used profanity. He never raised his voice. Something didn't work for him right now. He stepped away. And I only offer you that because I think that Francis could come back.
Is Jon Gane a good kind of maybe substitute for, or not substitute, but I guess, a legitimate fight for the title at heavyweight?
Yeah, I think that it's very relevant. I don't know what happened to Stipe there. I don't know. Stipe doesn't tell us very much. I don't know. Stipe says he'd like to fight the winner. But why fight the winner? He could have fought one of them now. There was rumors that he could have fought him in December. So if you couldn't get the fight in December and you can't get the fight now, why 6 months from now would we believe that he'd be the leading candidate to get the fight? I think that's a fair question by me. I'm a Stipe supporter, but it's a fair question. What's going to be different in 6 months other than a division that is unformed is going to start to form itself? A division that's got a bunch of questions is finally going to have a bunch of answers. So I don't think it looks good for Stipe. And as far as Jon and Ciryl fighting for a belt, man, yeah, I think that's probably the right match to make.
How does Jon look at heavyweight, you think? I mean, obviously he put on the size very well. I mean, we haven't seen him that big. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
It looks like he can carry the weight, but I mean, what do you think he looks like after a long layoff as well?
Well, and I've disagreed with Jon, right? Like, you got to defer to Jon. Just by example, Jon thought he needed to take some time to get up to 240 pounds. That was the number. It was kind of seemed arbitrary, but he needed 240 pounds is what he said. I thought Jon could have fought at light heavyweight on one Saturday and the very next night fought at heavyweight and won the championship. That's what I thought. When I see Jon, that's where I see his skills versus the field. But he didn't agree with me. He needed to be 240. So I think that's interesting. I'm into the whole Jon Jones experiment. But I do look at what Jon did. I think he's one of the greats ever. Heavyweights suck. Heavyweights have always sucked. There's never been a heavyweight that anyone said was any good, let alone one of the best ever. They're good heavyweights. Who is the best heavyweight? Who's a great heavyweight? They're not actually good. They suck. Everybody knows that they suck. But I bring this to you. It's very relevant. You've got one guy who's discussed as the best ever. He's not, but he's in there. St. Pierre's the best ever, but Jon might be 2 or 3, wherever you wanted to put Khabib in, against a field that sucks. So I would expect that Jon would win.
How do you feel about the slap, the slap fighting, or I don't even know if you call it fighting, really, just this slap situation that's going on in sports right now? Are you a fan of that? Or?
The slap situation. I like how you said that. I want to be a fan. I mean, I want to have an open mind. I'm not a fan. I'm not a sports fan, but I want to be. I want to enjoy and have something to look forward to more than just combat. So I'm open to it. I'm very open to it. They're going to have to convince me that there's a skill in letting somebody hit you. And I think that's going to be an uphill battle. But if they do convince me of that, I will definitely be on board.
Chael, is there anyone in your career or maybe that you wish you would have gotten the verbal battle with, the verbal kind of the back and forth kind of test? Obviously, your mind is very sharp. You're very quick-witted. Is there anyone that you wish you could have battled against mentally like that? I don't know that there was anybody. There was discussion of a battle between me and The Rock, and it was going to be for charity, and I thought that was very fun. I thought that was fun, and I was on board for that.
But he's very good. There was a few out there was good. I don't know if they were as good as me, but I tell you what, I would have tested it. I don't think they could say the same thing.
I agree, man. There's only one Chael Sonnen, man. Thank you so much for your time, Chael. Tell the fans where they can follow you. I know you got, your I believe it's a podcast.
No. If you're not following me now, I don't need you.
No,
I gotta tell you, I'm number one. I'm on top of the world, and if you haven't got there yet, you haven't found your way, man. You're too late. Go follow somebody else.
Much appreciated, Chael. Thank you so much for your time.